Just finished doing my Predator Badlands spoiler-free review. I'll leave a link to that somewhere down there. Yeah. And now it's time to freaking talk spoilers, dude. Hey guys, welcome to my Predator Badlands spoiler talk video. Yeah. And please excuse my voice. It's going to be kind of coming and going because haunt season just ended, but it'll finally come back at some point. And just give you a quick recap of like my spoiler-free review and what I feel about the franchise. I love the first Predator movie. It's B-movie gold, iconic, all that crap. The other Predator movies were just like, yeah, they're fun to watch, but it's like you kind of forgetful. And then Prey came out and I was like, bro, like what is that? Love Prey. Still my favorite Predator movie. And Predator Badlands, I give it a 4.25, and that's my second favorite Predator movie because I love Badlands, dude. And just, bro, like right from the beginning, like it took a little while before you saw like Predator Badlands, like 20th Century Fox, property of the that was kind of weird. But no, it was so cool that they kind of built up this like whole thing of where the story is. And once you realize that this guy is the freaking runt of the litter, he's like kind of like, you know, it's like you're like, okay, I get it now because bro, that haircut was freaking killing me in the trailers. I was like, I saw the haircut and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to see this freaking movie now, bro. Well, you know what? My bad. The movie was still awesome. And because he's kind of like, he probably got a stupid hairstyle too. So it makes sense, dude. It makes sense. And Deck's dad, he's a freaking bro. Like, yeah. It kind of makes me feel bad about other Predators because it's like maybe these guys are just trying to have their dads love them or some shit or give them hugs. That's why they're all going out there and try to kill Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover. And Elle Fanning, super badass. I loved her humor and all her little stuff. And she was just so happy-go-lucky. So was the little freaking guy, like the Happy Meal toy that kind of went around. I forget his name, dude. The little guy that was like the kid of the freaking big one. Yeah, dude, that thing was cute as hell. But I love the planet here, bro. Like the razor knife, freaking grass, like the monsters. The monster design in Predator Badlands is super freaking badass. Even like the plants that like spit out the shit, like that was all freaking cool. And I will tell you that once we got to the point where they're like having that little campfire, that part was a little bit too like Disney for me, where I'm like, okay, like Predator is doing stretching, the little Happy Meal guy is trying to do the same stretching and they're kind of like giggling and shit. I'm like, risk, definitely freaking swinging for the fences, bro, and it works. But I was like, let's not stay there that long, and thankfully we did not, dude. Oof. Also, after that campfire thing, I'm like, are we just gonna spend the rest of the hour of the movie that's left looking for this trophy? Because that's gonna get a little boring real fast. Thankfully, we had everything else happen with all the other synthetics and all that shit. So this movie had some twists and turns that I really liked. And yeah, talk about fan service, bro. Like the Weyland Corp. When she said Weyland, I was like, what? I'm like, it makes perfect sense. And then you saw the freaking guns. Whenever they didn't do the sound perfectly, but every once in a while you hear a little bit of that from the sound, like from Aliens. Bro, whenever I hear that, I get all like goosebumps and shit because I love Aliens. And you obviously have like the freaking thing that Sigourney Weaver used. It's a more updated version here, but it's cool to see that. This movie's fan service felt so organic to me. It wasn't like she came out and went to the Predator and was like, get away from him, you bitch, or some shit. Yeah, no, bro. It was like, yeah, it was there. It was used as a weapon and it made sense, but it wasn't like, hey, everyone, look, it's a Millennium Falcon, yay. And I really do like the way they made the Predator, like, Deck, he was so freaking like, bro, like he sucks, bro. Like he's like, it's real coming of age here. And he wants to prove himself so badly. And it's like, you see his growing and his growing. And it's like, I love that it's so against the odds. And he learns how to work with others. And bro, this is just a really likable freaking movie. I can't believe they did this and made him a freaking good guy, bro. Like, I love it. It works. I don't know if it's going to continue to work, but it's awesome that they did it. And it is cool that they made everyone synthetic. So like all the splattering is like white liquid instead of like blood, because then you're definitely getting an R rating here. So yeah, that was smart. And also it did look good, bro. The brutality was awesome in the shit, even though it would have been cool to see more red blood, but I mean, you can't do that. But the brutality was great. The action was great. I love at the end, bro. Like, dude, something that I really love. Okay, it got wholesome, it got cool. And then like, yeah, they killed the sister, the evil droid or whatever the hell. But then when they go back to his land for him to go at his dad, bro, that was gratifying. And the reason that's so gratifying is because this was great storytelling. I was like, yeah, bro. And it was needed too, because you got to see him be like the Predator, where you're like, okay, he is still badass. He's not just a nice guy Deck that's like playing with the freaking Happy Meal toy guy and freaking Elle Fanning. And I will say, with all these Predator movies, dude, there's always like that last scene that it's like, whoa. Not always, but yeah, like they want you to feel whoa. And then the next movie just has nothing to do with the last one kind of thing, which is fine. It's just, this one is a little different, bro. This one, you've now basically created a Guardians of the Galaxy type vibe for the Predator movies. Because when I saw the three of them together, I was just waiting for freaking Drax or Rocket, and I'm just like, let's just go save planets. And I think they could do that, bro. You can break this off and have it be its own little universe, because you don't want all the Predators now start like playing patty cake, being good to people and shit like that. That's going to stuff up. So you might have to separate these guys. But this storyline with, oh, now mom shows up, like, you can't just leave that there like that, bro. Even in Prey, I would like to think that the Predators didn't wipe out the Native Americans. That those were other people that did that. And you could assume whatever you want. But like in this, there's no, like, you can't have a mothership show up, literally a mothership, and be like, okay, we're going to leave it at that. It's like, no, bro, like, we need more story for this. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I also am interested to see if Predators are still going to be scary, bro, because now I see them more as people. They've humanized them to a point where I'm like, if I see a Predator now in a horror movie, I'm like, I wonder if he's got good health insurance. Like, how's his family doing? Like, did his dad love him? Like, it's almost like Dream Warriors, for Third Nightmare on Elm Street. I love that movie. Everyone thinks that's the best sequel for the most part out of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. And it was, as much as it was probably the best sequel, it also kind of changed the franchise, dude. Because once Part 3 happened, Freddy was funny. He wasn't scary again. And I wonder if this is kind of the same thing with this movie, but you had to evolve at some point, bro. You can't have 40 years of, we're in the jungle. Oh, what's that? Oh my God, it's a hunter. Oh, we got to figure it out. Now let's kill it. No, bro, you can't do that over and bro. The wells run dry, bro. So it's cool that, like, at least the last movie you had like freaking, you know, bow and arrows, but like, bro, now it's like, it's time to evolve. And I love that this franchise is actually doing that. It's not just like, oh yeah, like, who cares? No, this franchise actually cares now. And it goes back to the director, Dan Trachtenberg. It's great when you could see a person who's a filmmaker who actually loves the IP they're working on. And it is clear that Predator, the franchise, is finally in good hands, man. Thank you for that, dude. From me and from hardcore Predator fans. I'm not that hardcore of a Predator fan, but now I might be. Guys, what did you think of Predator Badlands? Let me know in the comments. Also, feel free to check out my non-spoiler review and also check out my Prey review. And yeah, why not? Also, please like and subscribe to all the shit that I have. Let me know in the comments what you thought about Predator Badlands. Thanks for watching.